Uma Mdeuga masifunde sikhule sakuhlala sikhule sizwe ngolwazi nokuchuma Mdeuga on Masakhane exclusively on Vukani FM.
22 imizuzu ibethele insimbi yaka 10 o'clock masixolise ke mphulaphuli ke sincokola noThembelani Vazi, Managing Director phake eIzwi Mentorship Hub ise-Indwe yona khona ke naseMbambe Ngozumo, also live on our Facebook page. Mhlekazi, good morning and thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much, Msasazi. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible, but all right.
I'm struggling. I don't know what's happening.
You are struggling, ne? But siyakuva thina kwelethu icala kakuhle akho magingi. I'm not sure if you are siva kwela kwicala.
Yes, I can hear you now.
Yes, there will be a little bit of a delay at 2 seconds to 5 seconds. Just don't mind that. Oh, yeah, Sivango.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Hello? I don't know what's happening here.
Uma Mdeuga masifunde sikhule sakuhlala sikhule sizwe ngolwazi nokuchuma Mdeuga on Masakhane exclusively on Vukani FM.
Right, imizuzu masiyenze by 23 ngoku ibethele insimbi 24 in fact ibethele insimbi yaka 10 o'clock. Nditshilo ke ndithi ke sincokola nobhuti uThembelani Vazi, yena ke Managing Director phake eIzwi Mentorship Hub. Namhlanje ke wa profiling the organization based pha eIndwe, siva into bona ke bona benza njani na. I'm not sure if uyasiva ngoku bhuti wam.
Ndiyakuva ngokumsasazi. Am I also audible as well?
Yes, you are audible bhuti wam. Masingene ke ndiyafuna ke bhuti wam nje ukhe ucacisele usibalisele into yobana iIzwi Mentorship Hub kwenzeka ntoni and what was the inspiration behind information yayo le organization and why you guys decided to choose it iIndwe out of ezindawo zininzi kangaka zikhoyo.
Thank you so very much, Msasazi. Maniqale ndithi Msasazi, our journey began at school at Mhlanga.
All right.
If you know the schools around here at Indwe. Then I was a minister. Ndabona indlela abantwana abaphila ngayo ezikolweni. Then I decided to visit two schools. I've decided to visit two schools in the area.
All right.
Ngelo xesha kwangekho nto ithetha ngento ba we must start something. But eventually the visit and when I saw the gap at schools, we decided to start something. The hub started as a family initiative. It was between myself, my wife, and my kids. So we started to visit schools, talking with young people, distributing sanitary towels.
Okay.
We use what we call then a secular education to respond to challenges of young people. This means that we bring together lessons on leadership, values on social responsibilities, but the resilience in a way that speaks to everyday realities of learners. So in those times, I could really remember Msasazi, besifike esikolweni, sihlale pha phandle ngasezitoilets, we listen to their stories, we guide them, at times we share prayers and we go back. So that's how we started as Izwi Mentorship Hub. So from those small beginnings, Izwi reached intentional stages. Msasaz. So sithe sisaqhuba ngolo hlobo, I was identified by a colleague of mine osebhayi and introduced me kwa education national, and then savana part that I can volunteer to replicate a program yabo which focuses more on school safety. So that's how we then started our program esikolweni. Usandiva Msasazi?
Yes, siyakuva bhuti,
Okay.
siyakuva.
That's how we started our program. So with that program, Gengoge School Safety, besiyenza voluntarily as an organization, mentorship up here to reach intentional stages now, because we have this concept. And then we also have a concept here, human rights clubs that we have established as Kolweni and also Eco Champions. Just last year, we are only 3.5-year-old organization. We're an unfunded, we basically working at the grassroots level. So just last year, because in Gala program, Besienza, kwa DPE, school safety, we met on social with organization as a Germany, and and they were very much interested, and then must partner together, sends a documentary on SDG number 5, which is gender equality. And I am gladly to say to you, Msasazi, on October last year, myself and two learners from this district went to Germany to showcase our documentary. It was a very good, it was a very interesting work, because sebenza nabantwana basefama, Msasazi, lento ye gender orientation ayonto yamkelekileyo kule media sikuyo, because of social expectations. But we are going there. We started small with that documentary, working with, of course, an international organization. And then we went to Germany to showcase our work. So zinitsi kakhulu Msasazi into esizenzayo. We are doing, we have human rights clubs esikolweni. We are working in a number of schools up eMalahleni. We have Eco Champions that we have recently trained. Apho sizaya on October, we are going to showcase our work. Because besikade silima imithi esikolweni sisenza igadi. Now we have created some kind of a documentary esizawuthi ngoSeptember siyoyishowcase in a national change maker summit ezakube iseBhayi. So that's basically our work. We're working at the grassroots level. We are still young, Msasazi, but our works prove that we do have an impact to the learners. As I said, our approach upaya esikolweni, because we want to deal with those young learners and prepare them so that they become responsible citizens when they grow up. So basically, that's what we are doing, Msasazi.
But Thembelani, you've mentioned into Bana, you guys are very much young, 3.5 years, Nikona Egamini, which is too early. Surely zikhona challenges any hlangabene nazo nenisahlangabezana nazo at this particular moment. And you've also mentioned indaba yobana anikakafandwa. Indaba yemali ke ngumcelimngeni when it comes to NGOs ne-NPOs in our community, because zinhle ezinto nizenzayo and zilulutho kuthi njengabahlali, but ke ngoku ufumanisa uba sometimes asizozi jongela sweni because so I would siyazazi ezi project ziyafika ziphinde zinyamalale and unobangela wobana simbone uIzwi Mentorship Hub ekhona ngo-2025 but ngo-2026 asisamboni because of indaba yemali. What are the challenges enihlangabezana nazo in terms of finances and nezinye mhlambi? And nicinga into yobana mhlawumbi ningazi-overcome njani nina okanye ningancediswa njani mhlawumbi i-community stakeholders ezingabazimamela at this particular moment or umntu ke onobawela ukuphosa esivivaneni mhlawumbi?
Inkosi kakhulu ke Msasazi, ndiyawuthanda kakhulu lo mbuzo wakho. Ndiyanqona Msasazi ukutsho ukuthi i-modus operandi yethu is that we want to reach 5 years before you even apply for financial assistance from DSD, because njengoba senditshilo, we want to be seen as the last hope of the society. All of us, we are supporting this vision voluntarily. We are compassionate about it. We have a passion, about it. Yes, of course, kunzima ukusebenza with limited resources.
Yeah.
But there is what they call Msasazi apha ekusebenzeni lelo kuthiwa collaboration. As I said, kukho organizations ezinkulu, when they want to replicate their concepts, so they collaborate with us. They don't give us money, but they make sure into yoba ngaba la msebenzi wethu we implement them impactfully basinike wona. Kunzima usebenza ngaphandle kwemali. We are open to anyone who want to assist us, but as I said, thina sigqibe into yoba ngaba we want to reach 5 years, and thereafter, once sizibona uba we are now established, we can even handle big finances, then we apply for funding.
Okay, so you are applying intentionally.
We don't apply now intentionally, Msasazi, because we want to find our space in the growth and we want to see the impact, so that us in the resources, we can say we are able to handle and i-governance yethu ibe right in terms of handling imali zikarhulumente.
So some of the challenges that you guys have, because Dikvile uthetha ngendaba yabana one of the programs benikhenenza indaba into ye-school safety and human rights program, as well as indaba ye-Eco Champions Club, which is nifundisa abantwana ngolondolozo lwendalo, which is still a taboo, more especially emaphandleni. Ezi zinto siziqhelele edolophini because asikho familiar nazo. Ndifuna urhobisele mna nomphulaphuli mhlawumbi umameleyo at this particular moment okwisikolo saseQhumango mhlawumbi eNgcobo ezilalini, deep in rural areas, uba inoba xa unozisa iprogram kwizikolo ezinjalo, I believe into yobana imali ahleni ingcungu ezilali and ezilalini visitela izikolo zazo iba ne-impact yenza i-impact engakanani, ivula inwebu engakanani kubantwana besikolo baloo ndawo niye kuyo, and indlela abayirisiva ngayo bayirisiva ngohlobo because when you are doing something uba ne-end goal into yobana this is how I want to reach le goal ngale nto ndiyenzayo. Indlela banirisiva ngayo based on le nto sendiyithethile ye-background yobana ayizo zinto sifamiliar nazo thina bantu basezilalini, into ze-school safety human rights. You've mentioned indaba ye gender equality ubana isengumcelimngeni kakhulu based on indlela esikhuliswe ngayo. Environmental Eco Champions Club, which is enenza environmental awarenesses kuyo. Take us through to that protest. Impacting kangakanani ebantwaneni and indlela abani receive ngayo.
Enkosi kaMsasa, njengoba sengitshilo that one of the most sensitive initiative which is also critical esike sa experience ilento ye gender orientations in rural and farm schools, because you can imagine Msasazi, myself as the religious leader, going to school to say namhlanje ndizonicacisela ngento ethi igender zigqithile kweziya zimbini zi-institutionalized sizaziyo, which is male and female. Ikhona neyesithathu. That's the point of Genesis. So that program alone, Msasazi, incede abantwana, because kwezi zikolo zethu kukho abantwana abafa bodwa because of their sexual identity. It has opened an opportunity even for a teacher and empower them how to deal with these different sexualities within that context of the school. We then move now to human rights. I forgot to say that in this area, for the very first time last year, we hosted a learner-led human rights campaign prior kwamasipala in the corridors of the chambers. So remember, Msasazi, we started training abantwana on the issues of human rights. Basically, they were focusing on the right to education. So we had that parliament, which was our first edition, biphaya kwamasipala. It was learner-led, liqhutywa ngabo. So these kind of opportunities, Msasazi, azenzelwa ngomso, but they open them kwilizwe abangazange balibona before, so that babe ne-ability to participate kwizinto ezingumcelimngeni elizweni. For example, that surrounds the issues of human rights. Just this year, si roll out lento ye Eco Champions. If you go ezikolweni zethu Msasazi, kumdaka. Izikolo zethu around eMalahleni zinamithi, but abantwana they are being taught life science. So la program, we trained 5 learners from each school as Eco Champions.
Okay. All right.
And then after that training, we helped them into babambe bubuyele esikoleni zabo beyohlala phansi, ibe ngabo ke ngoku abazawutraina barole out campaigns. Tina Waterberg, we are just mentors. Remember, I said we're using a secular education. We empower them to spark change in their own setups. So, what is all of that we have identified? Or emachubeni, oma-AIDA, ezinye sefama ilukhanyo primary. So, emva kweza campaigns, abantwana, they sat down to say, no man, let's masibele a community programs that speaks to the protection of the environment. So they started to have food gardens. For example, they had garden, a hostel, a lukhanyo in the location. They started planting trees. AIDA, they started to clean their school. Umasipala waseMalahleni, I'm grateful of how they came on board to assist us with the material. And they also planted imithi eChibini as well. Just last week, we planted trees. So we are collecting a documentary to say, even nalapha in the rural context, the issue of into environment, we can also take care of it. So comes October 6, 7, one learner from each of these participating schools will then now go to meet at the National Eco Champions Summit, which eza kube iseBhayi, apho baza kube bepresenta khona msasazi umsebenzi wabo wokuprotecta i-environment. Yes, of course, there are so many challenges, especially kweli cala lethu thina abantu bamnyama. Ubuthetha ngento ye-climate change uba ngathi uthetha ngento yaselokishini kanye eyaphesheya. But with these workshops, with these conversations, esimane sizenza, I think we are cracking, we are going there, people becoming aware into yoba even not apha eIndwe, apha eMalahleni, apha eKhrisani, i-climate change iyasichaphazela. We need to stand up and protect the environment so that tomorrow we can have a green country.
Yeah. Sinemizuzu emithathu, in fact mibini ngoku bhuti wena bhuti Themelani eshiyekileyo. I see into yobana when I was reading your profile, into yobana you guys also have a aftercare space. Ibancedisa njani abantwana academically and as well as personally indaba yenu of having an aftercare space. Number two, where to from here? Because you've mentioned into yobana in terms of funding, ayonto enifocuse kuyo at this particular moment. Nizawuqala ukuyijonga xa nifike kwiminyaka emihlanu ukuya ngaphambili. So I just want you to give us a highlight of izinto mhlawumbi enibhizizizo at this particular moment and ithini direction yenu. Another question, which is going to be the last question. If mhlambi umuntu ufuna ukuba inxalenye yale organization, siqhagamshelana nani ngaliphi na uhlobo?
Enkosi kakhulu ke msasazi. Maniqale ndithi msasazi, i-approach yethu has always been looking what is the gap in the society.
Sure.
We don't just exist to become a civil society organization, get funding, and then report for the sake of report, but we always look at what is the gap. So kwezi zikolo sikolo sihamba kuzo saphala into yokuba abantwana they can't read for meaning. So literacy is a challenge, especially if you go to the former model schools like Indwe High, where kids can't read their indigenous language. So ukuba ke msasaza ukwazi ukufunda, chances are academically uzawusilela because you can't read. Ngamanye amaxesha abantwana bethu abakwazi ukuphendula imibuzo le bayibuzwa ku-exam paper because they can't comprehend with the question. At times they know the question, the answer, but they can't comprehend with the question. So they ended up they respond wrong. So i-purpose ke ngoku ye-aftercare ukuvula ke ngoku i-opportunity yokufunda beyond the context of the class. Apho umuntu afunda comfortable kwi-space apho ayazi into yoba akafundeli marks but ufundela kuba funeka ekwazile ukufunda. And also it is an opportunity yokunqanda abantwana because abantwana basesikolweni from 8 o'clock to 2, then thereafter what happens? Because uyajonga ngoku nalento yesport nalento yemiculo esikolweni seyiphelelwa ngumgangatho. So abantwana baba nexesha elide abazali abekho baphangela. So we bring them free of charge msasazi to our hub so that they can be assisted with their homeworks. We also have art. We also have e-games that they can play. So actually, aftercare yethu deals with promoting literacy. Supportwa ke yona ku-AVBOP Bob gave us so many books so that we can allow the kids to read and expose them to many languages of their choice, of course. So that's the purpose of
ngenxa ixesha bhuti wam, we're running out of time. So where singaqhagamshelana njani if ever mhlawumbi kukho umntu omameleyo at this particular moment onokubawela into yobana ngaba inxalenye yale initiative, siqhagamshelana nani ngawuphi na mhlawumbi?
Yes, Msasazi, lo unithe wanomdla ukuqhagamshelana nathi nokuba inxalenye yethu angasifonela kule nambolo engu-071 088 088 okanye asenzele email ku-izwi mentorship@gmail.com, all small caps.
Alright. Buti Thembelani, siyabulela kakhulu tata wethu ngexesha lakho, sininqwenelela impumelelo kumsebenzi omhle niwenzayo.
Thank you so much. Ndabulela kwa Msasana, mwaphulaphula. Inkosi.
Alright.